side matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Dak going to start out going to the air. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. We'll call that a punt of 38. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Faking the handoff, Howell. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. This defense for the Commanders very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Powell. This pass complete to Melton. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Cowboys at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. It's Howell. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The Cowboys make over first down at their own 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 27. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Here's Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Taylor now returning it. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll go play action. Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Little bootleg here. Howell sliding out of the pocket. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Howell throwing on third down here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down throw for Howell. Looking long for Thomas. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Now Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
No problem there on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 16.
He'll start with a give to Robinson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On the counter, this is Robinson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On third down, Robinson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. On first down, Howell. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
And now here's another interception.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. pressure. They got him again.
Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup.
He'll get it inside the 20. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
He's got it at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.